I come from Arizona State University in the southwestern United States, and I used to think that the biggest question in urban ecology was, if you're going to have 12, 15 billion people on the planet, what's the best configuration to have those people? And I thought the answer was cities, and so if we accept that premise, then I think I want to move on and think about the thrivability and sustainability of those places where people live. And I think that the question that I came up with is, what are the problems that we have to deal with? And I think we have to deal with the problem that we fail to think in terms of systems. And the systems that I'm talking about, cities are social, ecological, technological systems. And we have to think about the interactions of those three domains. I'm an ecosystem ecologist, and I like to think about ecosystems. And so this fits pretty well with what I do. And I want to point out for this graphic on your left here that we have built our cities based on this premise that we need to control nature, we need to control the environment. And this is a really untenable position to have in a world that's constantly changing. And so we are advocating for an entangled sets perspective, social, ecological, technological systems, where we acknowledge that the world is rapidly changing, that these domains of social systems, ecological systems, and technological systems are not separate, but they're constantly interacting, and humans and nature are inextricably linked. So in terms of where we are in cities, I think we have this problem of lock-in. We have this infrastructure that seems like it's permanent, it's there, it can't be changed, it's not adaptable, it can't deal with things like the pace and frequency of extreme events. We have these piecemeal approaches to infrastructure that say, oh, we have a problem right now with flooding, and so we need to build levees. We have institutions that are fairly siloed, that don't work together. We have a parks department that doesn't talk to the streets department, et cetera. And then finally, I think we also have this issue of a lock-in in terms of our own worldviews and the way that we think about cities. We have what my colleague Marta Berbes has called the crisis of imagination. We can't really think about how cities could be different. How could we be living in places that are sustainable, where we can really thrive? So I think the challenge I would put to you is that we need to really think about how we can sort of change our worldviews and think about people, the infrastructure, the ecological components of cities, the places where most of us live, as Sean pointed out, as really systems that are integrated and whole systems. Thanks.